Welcome to the WB Mason Coaches Show. I'm Amanda Geisel here with head coach of Hofstra Women's Basketball, Krista Kilburn-Steveskey. Thanks for joining us today, Coach.
Thank you.
Pride had a busy week last week, hosting Delaware State at home on Tuesday, beating them 64-44, before heading out to the West Coast and falling to Sacramento State 97-85, but beating UC Davis 64-60 on Sunday. Coach, that experience out on the West Coast was a little bit of a different experience for your team. Can you talk about the experience both on and off the court on the West Coast?
Yeah, it's a journey to get over there. You forget it takes you a good 6 hours to shoot across the country. So getting acclimated to that, but it was perfect timing. I mean, obviously it would have been nice to not necessarily play Dale State the night before you left, but this way scheduling falls. You wish it could be a complete science. But anyway, but to have that win though, to head back out there, got us a day and then enjoyed Thanksgiving together as a team, which was nice in Sacramento, and then to have that little extra rest there and then to go play a very up-tempo, aggressive Sac State, and then turn around and have to play UC Davis. So the experience was great. I mean, there's so many things we got out of it. We don't play a lot of that style with Sacramento State, but the key points of momentum shifts and and handling some of the blows when someone comes at you like they did in the third quarter. So we use that as a teaching moment and got us ready for the next game. So, and then played a very tough UC Davis, who more similar to what we're exposed to over here on the East Coast. So it was a great experience for them on and off the court, and to come out of there 1-1, you certainly will take it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, after losing to Sacramento State on Friday, and then having that quick turnaround for UC Davis on Sunday, what did you like from your team being able to bounce back so quickly on Sunday?
Yeah, we did. It was a sense of urgency at practice to really kind of hone in on the third quarter, and that okay, you had a couple blows, but then it was a 10-point game, all the way down, 2 minutes left in that quarter, and just having some resiliency. I think that was my key comment. It was like the game was never out of reach, and I saw some great leadership out of Ajane with the young ones out there at the end of the third quarter, and had them in a huddle and saying, we're not out of this. So I think that is like a valuable lesson. It's nice to have the win and can learn from that, but it is what it is. That style of play that Sacramento State plays, been there, done that. I got a few T-shirts. We ran that up-tempo dribble drive in 2009, 10, 11. Not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea. You're scoring more points, but it's not the quality of play. The shot selection and shots that are being taken, and just how that's just not my cup of tea. So, we should have won that one either way with having exposure with it, but it is what it is. We didn't rally back. But then, so watching that at practice, kind of honing in on that as a team, talking about what we can control, because the game was extremely physical. Mm-hmm. Definitely not on the end of the spectrum with officiating from West Coast to East Coast, because it was more old school, which generally is what I would prefer. Mm-hmm. But it's unfortunate when you can't teach your teams that way when the way it's called out here on the East Coast. So, we got to control what we can control, which is, us and how we handle things and how we handle momentum shifts and adversity and things like that. So I think that's what we got out of that game, and that was a quick carryover, and that was what we really focused to go into UC Davis, and I think that helped. And even at the half, when the momentum kind of shifted, we had made a 3, and then they came down and made a 3. That's all we talked about in the locker room was, hey, owning this third quarter, and not letting their momentum go into the locker room. Right. And I was really proud, because you can say that kind of stuff, but your team has to do it. So, Crystal had a phenomenal game. Ajane hits her 3. The kid can score outside, so the more she does that, the more she has a green light to shoot that, the more difficulty people are going to have defending her. You got 27 minutes out of Marion Callan and UC Davis, just strong defender, and to see Sandra Dongma come out there and own the boards for us and help us. That rotation between Marianne and Sandra was amazing. So many good things. And then you come down, Sydney Epps, who's your 5th-year senior, who's your emotional leader, who she is the epitome of persistency. I couldn't be more proud of her. Aliana making the scoop shot, and then Sid just, making that 3, and then really kind of bringing us home just with her effort and her enthusiasm. It was quite contagious. Yeah.
You mentioned Krista Luciano.
Yeah.
She kind of seemed to get her groove back a little this weekend, especially on Sunday. What improved in her game this week?
I think she's getting used to people coming at her. It's a new season now. She knows that Darius Bach has graduated. We talked about that. But we've got a lot of people in the wings there waiting to step up, as you can see, for the minutes that you get from Alexis Davis. So we, as she continues to grow, that's going to just be just an insane backcourt right there between those two. But she's handling the hits. She knows people are going to be coming at her. They're going to put their best defender on her, or put their longest person on her, or try to So, you know, now she just realized that's just the way it's going to be, and I think it just took her a little bit to get to that. And she makes a layup here. She had a little bit of a lid on the basket there for a while. So to be able to make that with a lot of pressure, you know, people were playing her pretty tight. So, you know, just really glad. That's the first thing I said to her. She missed the free throws at the end. She's coming over, and I said, hey, you made your layups today. So I had to make a little joke on that. So just happy for her that she, you know, is kind of getting her groove.
Mm-hmm. You have the whole week now to prepare for Buffalo heading up there on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's a little early in the week, but what are you expecting to see from that team this weekend?
Yeah, it's never early because you know that they, I'm sure they've had that game circled since last year. You know, we played very good against them. They were coming in here, I think, 7-0 last year. I think they're undefeated now. They had beyond quality wins at Duquesne. I think they played a couple common opponents that we are going to be playing down the road. So, you know, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I think we match up well. But, you know, battle in their home. No game should ever be pinned any greater than another. But I know they're going to be ready for us. I wouldn't expect nothing less from Felicia. So we're just going to have a great battle for us on our hands. Okay, you got to rise to that challenge. So we're excited and get to go up there, get to kind of see from the Golden Gate Bridge, from one iconic thing to actually, you know, we're going to go and spend a little time to see the Niagara Falls. So I'm excited for the players to be able to take two spectrums there of the earth here from the United States. So do a little of that, have a little practice, and get up there and beat UB. So that's our game plan. But just proud. I think the resiliency and what we learned from the California swing and the chemistry of these guys kind of getting used to playing with each other. It's just definitely going to speak volumes as we move forward into the season.
Hofstra women's basketball plays at Buffalo Sunday at noon. This has been the WB Mason Coaches Report with head coach Krista Kilburn-Steveskey. Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thank you.